I thought broadcast news correspondents were basically silly people. You know, they put hairspray on their hair and they wore makeup and they did these little short pieces, and I thought, yikes, I'm a real reporter, I don't want to do that. And I thought about it a while. I said no at first, and I thought about it a while. I thought, you know, Hume, you're resisting this because you're afraid you might fail. That's not a good reason. The other thing was I was traveling all the time. I was out of Washington. I'd gotten away from we did all kinds of subjects on that documentary series, and I was, living here and having to be up in New York a lot, and I decided finally that I ought to try it. And boy, was I bad. Mm-hmm. The first time I ever shot a stand-up piece, I had this unfortunate habit of tilting my head to one side. They couldn't use it. And I found it, I've always been able to talk to people as I'm talking to you here now. I mean, I'm comfortable doing it. I don't mind doing it. I actually rather enjoy it. I can stand up in front of a room full of 1,000 people and kind of find my way, and it's not so bad. Talking to this inanimate object, this TV camera, seemed very odd to me, and I was extremely uncomfortable doing it, and it really showed. I remember I had to do a report straight to camera one night in a studio, which was the result of the fact that the story broke later. For some reason, we didn't have any film or pictures to put over it, and so I went into the studio and sat down. I guess I had prompter and read the thing off the prompter into the camera. I didn't falter at all, and I thought it was okay. And after this thing aired, I was walking down the hall in our ABC bureau over here, and Tom Capra, son of the legendary Frank Capra, and himself a very good television news producer, was coming the other way, and he says, "Saw your piece, you look like you were glued to the set." So that's how it was for me. It was not an easy transition, and fortunately for me, Roone Arledge, who would later become the celebrated president and very successful president of ABC News, had not arrived on the scene at that time, because I think he would have probably had me defenestrated if he had seen my early work.